Hey, everybody. It is your t-shirted historian, and this is the Week in Geek. How's everybody doing? Grim, Ash, how y'all?
I'm all right.
Good.
Except I don't like this. Don't like this portrait format. It's hard to stay in frame.
You're right. That better?
Much.
Okay. Good deal. Yeah, my apologies. Well, I did think there was going to be a few more panelists tonight, but it is what it is, I guess. We'll get along.
Fill my pipe with copium and we'll get on with the show.
There you go. And as of right now, I'm at 245 subscribers, so I'm almost halfway to 300, and I'm really happy.
Nice. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm really shocked. It's blown up here over the last week. So yeah. Hey, let's say hi to everybody here in the chat. Hey, you got Zax. Hello, how are you? Terry, thank you very much on the congratulations. Dadman, good to see you, dude. And who else have we got? Is that it? Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, they're all just moving around a lot, so it seems like there's more of them.
All right. Well, it's been a little while, hasn't it? I know we took last week off because I celebrated my 48th birthday, and
conflagrations.
Conflagrations? Why?
Conflagrations.
Yes. Well, I didn't have a cake with candles, so fortunately we didn't burn down the house, so there were no conflagrations. I wish I could say my birthday was really super duper happy and exciting, but I did have some bad stuff happen later on during the night, which I'm not going to get into on the show, but it's been a rough week. So I'm happy to actually, have the show today and be hanging out with some cool people, some good friends. And let's talk about some shit that happened. Grim, stop that. Stop it.
Insert appropriate who me gif here.
Pretentious, moi.
And speaking of Grim, I promised him that we would pimp his stuff. So, if you have not yet heard about Whitechester, Prison City of the Damned on Indiegogo, and you play role-playing games, you need to check it out. So, and here's a little encouragement from you from the video.
In the year of our Lord, 1666, came the Annus Mirabilis, the year of miracles. The plague returned. London endured the Great Fire. England went to war with the Dutch. Newton upended and advanced natural philosophy. Amongst those miracles came the comet that raised the dead. England, still recovering from the Civil War and in the throes of the Restoration, was the hardest hit. Still, over the course of a year, the grizzled veterans of decades of war were able to put the dead back into the ground. Save Whitechester, the city which was lost, overrun, walled in, and made into a prison for damned souls. Resurrected as Whitechester. It is 1667, and you are condemned. May God have mercy on your soul. Back Whitechester on Indiegogo for more information, cheap and free products, and a chance to shape the city of Whitechester. Whitechester will be a 500-page city crawl for 5th edition D&D, Grimdark 5th edition, and hopefully Morkborg and the OSR. Spread the word.
And hey, last I heard, Morkborg, you made it to Morkborg. Did you? And you got Lamentations of the Flame Princess, right?
And Lamentations as well, yes.
Awesome.
And if we get to £3 million, I will do a conversion for Apocalypse World.
Oh, that would be worth it. That would be worth it.
Worth it for the look on my face, maybe.
Hey, there's still time. What, we got like 40 days left, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're about a third of the way through the campaign.
And I still need to get my my personal zombies put in the game, so...
Yes.
paychecks being what they are, I'm, having to wait until there's a little bit of money in the account.
You could always rob a bank.
Well, yeah, I could, but then I'd never be able to play the game with y'all. I mean, they don't allow dice in prison, actually.
No, well, it depends on the prison, or cards.
Down here, they do not allow dice in prison because they fear gambling mechanics. So prisoners literally have to craft dice out of paper if they want to play.
You are allowed books. And
yes, they are allowed
if you flip through the book and stop at random, you can get random numbers from the page count.
True. That's always a good way.
Handy tip if you get sent down for a crime, you naughty buggers.
Yes. And as a further tip, if you pencil in the dice numbers on all the corners of the books, you'll always be guaranteed you'll flip to one of the numbers that you can possibly get.
Yeah. In fact, some game books have put little dice font stuff in the bottom corner of the book so that you can flip and pick at random.
The first game I remember that did that, the first book that did that was Steve Jackson's Sorcery series, which actually did have built-in dice at the bottom of every page. So
Cunning.
Yeah, that old Steve Jackson, man, he was ahead of his time on everything. It's a pity he's not the one still running Games Workshop. It probably wouldn't be the shit show it is now.
Thought we were being positive.
We are being positive. Look, how could we not be positive? Look, we got Snortapoopas.
Hey, Snort.
I love Snortapoopas. All right, so wow, how to put a positive spin on this? There's no way to put a positive spin on this, but I've been fighting with well, actually, I should say I've been taking the piss out of Simu Liu all week on Twitter, and that is because he's a dumbass. I can't put it any plainer. I mean, I'm not sure what kind of an actor he is. I haven't actually seen him act, but he keeps coming out and saying stupid things. First, he took Bob Chapek's quote out of context when Chapek was talking about Shang-Chi being an experiment, and Simu Liu took offense to it and said, "We are not experiments," when what Chapek was actually talking about was the fact that Shang-Chi was going to be kind of a return to form, where they were not going to simultaneously stream Shang-Chi while also releasing it in the theaters. But then he doubled down on his dumbness, and in a quote from Total Film Magazine, he said, "It's a beautiful and exciting new origin story for this character that a lot of the world hasn't heard of before. And it means that kids growing up today will have what I didn't, which are characters that are aspirational that also reflect their lived experience." To which I stare back in Bruce Lee.
Jackie Chan much.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan much. And see, this is the thing.
Polo, Samo.
Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, being a historian, I went and did my research. The first Asian lead in a Hollywood production was Anna May Wong in Daughters of the Dragon in 1931. And Ironcaster, you're supposed to be in the panel, Ironcaster. Did
Get on here.
Did you not check the Twitter, Ironcaster? What are you doing? Get in here. And if you want to go even further, the first Asian actor to win a Best Actor award for an Academy was Yul Brynner, of all people, who actually can claim Mongolian ancestry through his maternal grandfather, I think. So there we go.
That's interesting, because he's always held up as a terrible example of whitewashing Asian characters because of The King and I.
Which is funny. That's what he won the award for. Yeah. But no, he as it happens, he was Mongolian. Of course, at the time, Yul Brynner was worried about the whole, Red Scare controversy type stuff. So he literally he downplayed his Russian heritage and everything else. So that may have been why it didn't come out until years later.
Yeah. All I can think of is the shitty wok owner in South Park. Fucking Mongolians!
Shitty wok! And speaking of shitty woks and people who like to eat, I want to welcome a very special guest on today's stream. We have Mr. Fat Steven Seagal.
Hey.
Wee.
Is that a short bus joke or fat joke? I can't tell. My brain don't work no more.
Shitty wok.
Hey, look, it's Ashley Crusher. How is it getting slapped around by Picard?
Wait for it. Hang on. Where is
Hi,
it?
T-shirt.
There we go.
Hi, Fat Steven.
Grim, always a pleasure.
Hello.
Look at how far things have gone. Oh, do that again. That's kind of hot. Yeah, just now say yeah. I'm done. I gotta go. Thanks for having me. My pants are wet. I'm out.
We'll have Grim read it.
I'm sorry.
I'll have Grim read the definition of masturbation to you. Maybe that.
I'd actually like it better if we read the definition of try hard, and I just have my picture beside it the whole time. Sheer fucking hubris, I say. But yeah, that was funny. You were going at him all week, and you were tagging me like, "Hey, you didn't have Asian films up in Canada?" No, not one. We were just watching Sesame Street, pretending kung fu. Nothing else. That's it. That's what was going on.
Oh, I know, man. It was sad because
nope.
yeah, because I looked up Simu Liu and I'm like, okay, you left China when you were 5 and moved to Canada. You live in fucking Ontario.
Oh, there's everything.
Yeah, and you've been there for 27 years, and you've never saw a fucking Asian lead in a China or in a Hollywood film ever.
What about Kung Fu: The Legend Continues?
What about
Where's
fucking
that, like,
Jet
on every-
Li?
Jet Li killed himself numerous times in that one episode. Was it one?
The one.
Yeah.
And also, I would say that's definitely probably the first Asian
Hi, Terry.
superhero film
Yeah.
for a Hollywood film.
I think he's just playing the victim card because I think he's trying to go down another road after he kind of jumped the gun with the experiment thing. And I think they don't actually have any solid ground with the arguments. So they're just going in everything they can. It's like when you have someone going through a show or through like a interview and they don't like the person their bias is showing. They're just nitpicking sentences rather than the context of the whole paragraph. And I think that's what's going on here with his delivery of accusation. I think he took experiment too hard and didn't see it from a let's say from a corporational point of view of how to make money. Because streaming is the biggest platform right now when it comes to theaters being closed and opening up in a slower mandate. So yeah, it's going to be an experiment because they're trying to nail the most amount of money they can make on the product they're trying to call quality. And I'm looking at Disney right now because that's not quality. That's just, I don't know what that is. That's like wiping your ass with your hand and going, oh God, that wasn't toilet paper.
It's called pandering.
Yeah, but I like Panda Express. I feel like I'm insulting Panda Express when I say pandering.
Yes. Panada-ing. No, wait a minute. That's not right.
And look at their Star Cruiser, for God's sakes. There's another one right there. Pay $6,000. Those have no windows. I'm on it. I could just have the Harry Potter experience, live under some stairs with a lock on it. Like, come on. Same thing.
Might be strategic as well after seeing what's happened with Black Widow and all that. He might be trying to drum up sympathy and make Disney look bad in case it will go south.
But speaking of that, did you guys hear that Disney tried to drop what was like a midnight thing where they were trying to take the whole court going on with Scarlett and try to do it as a non-public event?
Ooh.
Yeah. But it could be. I think everyone's just tired of the mouse in the house. Or sorry.
I'm kind of feeling that. And Zach says, has anyone been to Vancouver? No shortage of Asian cultures representative. I have not. Stephen?
I have not, but I've heard stories that Vancouver not only has a lovely Asian culture, they also have a high culture of crystal meth heads.
Oh,
they're the types that literally they're the types. This is no joke. That will stand. You know, like you have the morning lines for breakfast for people going to work and they're all in lines trying to get their coffee and stuff. You have crystal meth heads in those lines, like going up to them when it's their turn, slapping their arm, going breakfast.
Oh my God, Stephen!
Totally whacked out.
Stephen, you just realized that after he was talking about Asian heritages and cultures in Vancouver, you just equated them with meth heads. That's just
I didn't. I say that's what I know Vancouver for. Oh my God! Don't make me look racist. I don't need your help.
You'll make yourself look
my
racist.
foot is in my mouth more than I talk. I wake up saying stupid shit. I didn't mean it like that. No, that's not fair. That is not fair. You don't get to go like, here, please welcome a special guest, and we do mean that special bus type of way. That's Steven.
That wasn't him being racist. You'll know when he's being
No,
racist.
he's being analytically racist with my words.
Come on, Ash, say it.
So,
I can take
which
support.
phrase?
Oh, have you tried
Never
turning it off?
mind. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
There you go. Now we're being
here,
racist.
Here you go, T-shirt. I put that in the share for you. I think that'll sum it up for you.
Has made some bad choices.
Oh, this is going to get me copyright claimed.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
It's too short.
No, it won't.
It's too short. Isn't it?
I use it for super chats all the time. Never claimed. Never claimed.
Oh. Well, I came up with this one.
Because fuck them. That's why.
That's perfect.
Yes, it is.
I like what you need to do is splice the one where it's like, yo, can I speak to your manager? But have like one of those freak out videos, like, where's your manager? Like an actual Karen, and it swatches back to the game, the guy who's pretending, yo, I'm the manager, and just have the back and forth between two of them.
And oh my gosh, look, it's Vigilante Williamson. Oh my God, it's Vigilante Williamson.
Hey,
Sorry.
Vigilante.
I got a fanboy over Vigilante Williamson. He knows that.
All right.
And Terry Wilkins, I've been to Vancouver, used to live in BC, and yes, there's a lot of Asian heritage out there. Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
And
even
Crystal
here in
Meth
our
heads,
town.
but they're not the same.
Yes. We're not implying that Asians
You
are
implied
crystal
that
meth
I
heads.
said that. You implied I said that. I said
No,
it's
I
a two
actually
thing.
said that you said that. I said that you connected the two.
Welcome
People
to
of
the
any
show,
race
racist.
can be addicts, and other drugs are available.
Very true. Very
Drugs
true.
are good. Sorry.
I am addicted to the drug caffeine myself.
You're addicted to the drug Vigilante Williamson.
I am Vigilante Williamson. If you want to come on
Another
the show,
episode.
yes.
There we go. Got it.
Vigilante, if you want to come on, let me know on Twitter, man. Yeah, he's saying just stopping to say hi, leave a like, and congratulate me. Still haven't got to the PO box. Vigilante, come on, man. You got to get to that PO box, man.
His
You
car,
gotta get to
man.
that
I don't
PO
know if it's
box.
repaired yet.
Jesus, he's a vigilante. What? I mean,
We're YouTubers. We don't run. We hardly
he's
walk.
Well, he's a vigilante. He's supposed to be able to chase down criminals and like swing on
Child's
cables
running.
and stuff.
Parkour.
Parkour, yes, exactly.
The only thing he parkours is like it's rolling over on the bed and waiting for another hour to wake up. That's what I do.
I don't know. Maybe he's one of those vigilantes that only like works from behind the computer or desk or something,
Oh.
supervising.
He's addicted to Zaxby's and
Oh, you're
his
addicted to
vigilante mobiles
Zaxby's.
bag.
And the vigilante mobile's back. Okay. Well, I'm certain you'll get it.
How does it feel
eventually.
to have 200 subscribers though?
Oh Jesus.
No, Jesus. I just about subscribers. We're not going religion.
Oh, well, I looked over at Grimm and thought Jesus, but there you go.
It was at this point Grim realized how many of my pictures are on his body pillow and why.
Well, I did actually have him send
Jesus far too
me
much.
pictures.
No, it's pretty much, oh Jesus, I'm done.
Well, there's no point to me having all those pictures anymore because my OnlyFans is getting shut down. So
Aw.
That's the perfect time to start making your own platform.
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
And
but then you
watch
need
and
to
see if
make
it
your
doesn't
own
happen.
payment processor, and then you need to
Mhm.
make your own bank. Yeah,
Which is the problem.
daunting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tangerine's free, isn't it?
you can only hide so many sources of revenue. I predict that at some point, all of the prawn transactions, no matter what it is, are going to be entirely in cryptocurrency.
It's not even that though. What you can really do is just open it under an organization called Only Nudes Matter, and you're done. Make it a charity.
Mm. It's a charity.
Only Nudes Matter. Come on. That was perfect. Come on. It only took me 3 seconds to say that.
There you go.
Yeah, we accept donations and send nudes to the needy.
But don't send sperm samples, please.
I'll take the panties when they're clean though.
In answer to your earlier question, man, I can't believe how fast I've hit 200 subs. Much less, I'm 5 away from hitting 250. So that is tremendous. I do owe that success to a lot of folks. I owe that to you, Fat Steven, because
There
you're
you
the
go.
very first guy who ever invited me to YouTube.
Well, you wouldn't stop DMing me. I had to do something.
I know. That and
You know how
posting
many
pictures
gifts
of
I
you
have
with
of
the
Steven
carrot every
Seagal
day.
with the carrot? Yes, that's all I have. If I actually like 12 months or more of
You mean
that
this?
fucking thing, yes.
This?
Yes, and I want to quickly quote to Damn Walking. In fact, Steven, you give me a hard time simping for creators. I give everyone a hard time for simping for creators.
I simp for a
And I
lot of
simp-
creators.
I simp too. But at the same time, you eventually learn that there's still the same type of human being you are doing the same thing. They only been doing it longer and they know the game. That's it. But we still look up to them in that way. It's not like we're asking them to sign our face or like tattoo their name on our butts or some shit. It's the same thing.
Well, I'll be perfectly honest. A lot of the guys that I simp for is not for any reason that I'm, any good or bad reason. It's just kind of like I just really want to have a conversation with them. Like I think, oh, you're really cool. I would like to just sit down and chat with you for at least an hour and a half. That's why I got Vigilante Williamson on the show at one point. I'm like, dude, I don't care what we talk about. Let's just talk for an hour and a half about something. And it ended up being a great show.
I agree. I just like to have a conversation while I take a lock of their hair, some fingernails, and then we go on with the show. It's great.
I'm not that weird, okay?
I'm not weird. I'm more about the Sheldon principle. I can make my own Leonard Nimoy.
I mean, the closest I'm getting to something autographed by Grimm is, maybe his copy of Whitechester when he sends it to me if I'm lucky. But
they don't actually pass through my hands, so I'd have to get a special one sent to me and then send it on to you. So.
Well, that'll be special.
Wait, you can't do like test readers and stuff when you get your first issues coming out and stuff?
I could, I suppose.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you in a corner. Sorry, it wasn't my point.
No, that's fine. Because I will need to get proof copies anyway. So I don't know. Maybe we shall see.
And yes, as Dead Man says, Fat Steven has been great to introduce people into the world of streaming on YouTube, and I thank him for that. Yes, he has. Thank you very much, Fat Steven.
I hate compliments, but the best thing ever is I'm the only person on YouTube you get to call fat and not feel bad about it.
That's true. That's true. Plus, when you're in the room, I don't feel bad.
Oh, well, thank you. When I turn off the lights, I don't feel bad.
I'm sure you're just big boned, husky.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, big bone. Not
big
bone.
husky fella.
Just big bone. Just big bone.
Yeah,
ladies.
And oh, look who's late to the party. Here we go. It's Mr. Jed. Hey, Jed, how are you?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Oh wow, you sound great, dude.
Well, yeah, allergies and family. Just I ain't gonna talk about that right now. But yeah, so
that's why you have neighbors' backyards.
I'm glad you made
it. Family part.
Yeah. So sorry I'm late. Family problems. So.
Well, the other folks I definitely want to say, shout out to for any of my success on YouTube is Gary from Pop Culture Minefield, who I did invite, but as he had some special circumstances today, so special to the point where he actually canceled his own Blade Runner show. I understand if he couldn't make it, but Gary, I wouldn't have gotten this far without you either, because you've been a big help to me. Especially getting these subs here recently.
Is he farting?
No, I think that was somebody moving on a leather chair, but I'm not sure. Either that or maybe they're rubbing their armpit vigorously. The other person who I invited, but I believe he is resting at the moment, is Paulie from Latino Slant. Paulie has really given me a lot of a signal boost here lately and, gotten me in touch with his audience, and I owe that dude pretty big. Matter of fact, he gave me quite a bit of work whenever I ran out of work not too long ago, so big kudos to you too, Paulie. And, then there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that I really owe a lot of success to because, they were great. They had me up on their channels and they helped promote me. And, I'm going to try to keep growing and I'm going to keep pushing all the other guys. And if I find someone else who needs some help, I'll definitely bring them on the show and say, hey, check this guy out. He's cool.
Pay it forward.
Always pay it forward.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to White Keith.
I invited him too, but
I miss you and your hair, and I'm still waiting for you to take your shirt off.
Stephen Otten, hey, it's great to see you, man. lurking in the chat. Congratulations on 200 plus subs. Hey, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right. Well, does anybody have anything else to say about good old Simu Liu and Shang-Chi?
No, but I really hate that new animated series of He-Man with his eyes looking like weird teardrop
No,
procedure
yeah,
thing.
it's
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to went to
bad.
He-Man. That just popped in my head, and I have flashbacks.
We were about to get into that too. Ash, you got
Okay,
anything?
hold on. Hold on.
No,
There we go.
not really.
Not really. Okay. Oh
No.
God, I hate that Thor so much. I do not like that design for Thor.
It's a
I do.
wallpaper. I'm sorry.
I know, but it's Thor. It's the Thor. No, oh, it's just
That's
dumb.
being yelled at just for fucking.
It's just bad. No, I'm not yelling. You'll know when I'm yelling.
There you go.
Let's see. What other news do we have this week? George R.R. Martin announced a new graphic novel adaptation, even as The Winds of Winter remains missing.
He's never gonna do that book.
I don't think
it's
he
obvious
cares anymore.
he's just burnt out with main Game of Thrones now. He just doesn't care anymore. Because if he did, it'd be well on its way to coming out, or there'd be substantial progress with that book, and we'd know about it by now. But no.
Well, I mean, I don't even know how that works. I mean, it's like, okay, Grim, you're a writer. Let me ask you, if all of a sudden your books hit like a major chord and people wanted to adapt them into films or larger audience reaching formats, would you suddenly stop after all the big, $1 million paychecks started rolling in, or would you be encouraged to keep writing?
Tricky. Typically, people turn your books into something after you've finished writing them, and not before. So he's in a bit of an odd situation. He's got a shitload of money now, so there's not that, damn, I need to buy some ramen noodles, so I'd better, pump out 5,000 words today. There's none of that going on. So he doesn't have a lot of impetus behind him to do it necessarily, at least not financial impetus. And there's all these side projects and things that basically other people are doing, but they just want to consult with him. So it's not a lot of work, but it's still bringing in money. And there's also a lot of pressure, I think, that comes with massive success. And depending what kind of writer you are, either pressure will get you writing or it will prevent you from being able to write. So I don't know what the problem is, but winter ain't coming.
Nope.
Nope.
I have a question to add to this. Do you think it's actually done and he's just procrastinating because he's trying to get as much attention as possible, making it think that it's not done yet, just so everyone will have their eyes on?
Well, like
No.
a reverse
Negative press
psychology
is
type
good
thing.
press. Yeah.
No.
What
He
it's
doesn't
been
strike
10
me as
years.
that manipulative. So
Yeah.
The other question. Sorry.
No, you're right. Go ahead.
The other question was, do you think he accidentally used what he had finished as napkins after his last McDonald's meal?
Possible.
That was
Or-
chapter 6. That wasn't napkins. Oh, shit.
Actually, what I think it was is, how he told us he was squirreled away in a cabin and getting some pages out?
The Harry Potter experience?
Well, no. He was writing up some pages. I think what happened is he ran out of toilet paper in that cabin.
still a better ending than the TV series.
I
There
never
you
watched
go.
the ending of that. I stopped at 6. I did not watch it.
Oh, I went through the whole series. And so,
Same.
Oh, and hello, Brightest Day. It's great to see you, dude. Thank you for showing up here. And
Dude.
yes, Zach says he should announce that Kathleen Kennedy bought the only copy. Yeah, no kidding.
Brightest is owed a shout out, man. He brought his game to Vegas, dude. Dude, hands down, dude. You nailed it. You had fun and you were yourself, and I'm glad you did what you did. 'Cause that takes balls, man. I wouldn't wear that G-string anywhere.
I love Brightest, man. He's always been super duper supportive.
yeah.
And I actually managed to get him on the show once. So there you go. I feather in my cap. Oh, and Wizard Jim, yeah, he equals what a lot of us think. Is I wish I could unwatch that last season somehow. Yes.
You
I
want a
agree.
cleanser? Do you want a cleanser? I am on episode 152 of Dub. I have the subtitles underneath of Black Clover, and I've been loving every episode. No one's heard of Black Clover before, have they?
I know I have heard of Black Clover. It's been out for a while.
Hey, I told you that the sweat runs down the crack of my ass like the Niagara in confidence.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. Maybe I could get a university to give me some funding, and we could find out how much toilet duck you actually have to ingest before you can forget the last season of Game of Thrones.
It's like a pound of gluten-free stuff, or just get like a bag of those sugar-free gummies from Amazon with the funny reviews, and you're done.
Oh yeah, no. Toilet duck would be way better.
I'm afraid of toilet duck. I'm afraid every time I squeeze it, it go Aflank.
Uh-oh. We have a negative from the audience here on one season of Black Clover and noped out. Okay.
It might not be your tea. That's cool. I respect your opinion, but like if it's not that, there's Space Dandy, and I love that one too.
Yeah. And by the way, Fat Steven, I did catch this from you. This is very narrow
that
disease.
Sounds wrong. No one clipped that.
Yeah, it does say that. It does sound wrong. You have got a celebrity of your own coming on in your Monday show, huh?
No, that's not true. That's fake news. No, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no redhead woman coming on my show at all.
Yeah, come on, spill the beans.
Give me 1 second. Make me do work now.
Yeah, he's got to do work.
Yo, it is. It's done by the same people who did Cowboy Bebop. The director, same one who did Cowboy Bebop, and it's like Cowboy Bebop, but without the seriousness, and it's fantastic. Thank you, Jim. See, look, Dandy wins
Positive. All. But yeah, Fat Steven has got Patricia Tallman on his show on Monday, and I'm super duper stoked and mildly jealous, and mostly because I would love to talk to her, but it wouldn't be about Babylon 5. It would be all about the Night of the Living Dead 1990, which that's the first time I saw her, and I thought she was brilliant.
I just rewatched that recently.
It still holds up.
It's not bad. Not a bad remake.
No,
really. What you do is, what she replied to me, yes, and all I did was make a random post on Twitter saying, "Hey, would you ever like to come on the show?" Why don't you just do the same thing? I didn't like go through her business email or anything. Yeah, she gave me her contact afterwards. She literally just goes, "Sounds fun," and from there it went on from that. I literally just tagged her randomly on Twitter.
I'll try. Maybe we can do it. That would be awesome.
The worst thing someone will ever say is no.
Yeah, Steven does the school of what I do. The worst they can do is just say no. So,
yeah. like most of my dating life. So.
Yeah.
I did tag Doomcock and Nerdrotic in this post, but I noticed they haven't shown up to get on the show. So there you go.
So Steven, is this all a fake out? You invite a redhead onto your show, and then at the last minute you're going to swap her in for a black actress?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not doing Titans. I'm doing Babylon 5. Do you see a Netflix logo anywhere on that thumbnail, sir? I beg you to look in close, because the only thing up there that's different says Crisco Core. That's about it.
Oh,
brightest day and fattest night. I'm stuck within this giant plate. All right, go. But no, I would no. I never did that. Like, just the fact that she said yes and said she's willing to give 45 minutes of her time just to do it, because she is on the road. She's very busy. She's also a stunt woman too, right? She did stunt women for like TNG, DS9. It's just, I want to do it like we did the Chuck Dixon thing. Just have people ask questions, especially when you have first timers who've never seen this show. It's getting to do that Comic-Con effect, but it's not in person. It's the best you can do. And like, I was surprised. Like, I didn't expect her to say yes at all.
Well, do you know what she started out in?
Porn?
No. She was originally a stunt woman at the Conan and Red Sonja event that they used to have at the studios, and she was Red Sonja.
Yeah, she was a badass Red Sonja too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember that from way.
Yeah, dude.
But Tisha, you gotta give yourself some credit right now. I'm gonna say this right now. Like, you're the one who reached out to Grimm. You're the one who helped get the interview on when we first met Grimm and talked to him. But look at Grimm now. You and Grimm now are actually doing like a partner kind of thing. And you did that on your own in the same way you're talking about the Tallman thing. Like, you have the ability, all of us do. So look, you guys are like, I guess I can call you friends. I don't know if it's association. I don't want to get you in trouble, Grimm. I don't know how
you can't get me in any more trouble.
Oh, okay. I just want to cover my bases there.
I like to think that we're friends. I mean, you know, certainly if something happened to Grimm, I'd come running. And I would hope he would do the same to me, but I can understand.
And then you got Ash, who's part of Global Geek Gang, and now he pops on once in a while. He's branching out more with his younger generational views, but it's still a view that's respected. And then you got Jed trying to hold that hammer like Natalie Portman in that picture, and it's all going great. Like everyone has the ability to connect people together, but the thing you have to learn in general is that the people we connect with or through are always going to be there for you as long as you remember. It's like remembering where your roots are, but it's also making sure that where the roots are can still grow into something fantastic without having to chop
true,
off.
Steven.
Somehow that has more gravitas coming out of He-Man's mouth.
Yeah, it does. Well, I have gravitas, but it's right now at a buffet, so
you gotta in the background.
And now we're copyright claimed. Speaking for Esh, that dude impressed me the very first time I ever saw him, and I immediately wanted him to panel with me because I thought that he had something to offer. And I've always been really impressed with his with what he says, because Esh really comes at things from sort of a different place than I do and many of my other YouTube panelists do. And I like that, and I appreciate it, and I think he has a lot of contributions, and I think if he ever really gets the ball rolling on his YouTube channel, he's going to blow up big.
He should go back to gaming. I've said it before. He has a knack for analytical gaming perspectives, and I really wish he would.
Oh, I appreciate that, guys, but this show's not about me.
Oh,
it's about you.
shut up and take a compliment. I can hear your erection already, man.
Lord Thoth, you old ibis of wisdom. It's great to see you. Thank you very much for the congratulations, man. I appreciate you. I love Lord Thoth. He is great.
Avon lives.
Yes, it
Don't
does.
stop calling. I don't want their makeup.
Oh, and Brightest Day says gravitas. We all know you have gravity.
The only gravity is my foot in your ass.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
One more Oreo and you'll collapse into a singularity.
Oh my god, I had the mint covered ones. I couldn't stop eating the box. I was like at the point where I was crying, going, "Do I continue?" I'm like, "Yes."
That's always a good evening, crying in the corner of the shower, eating cake.
Shower? No, I made the chocolate run. No. Cheesecake is water repellent. I'll tell you what.
Actually, you could do it with ice cream too, since you could always turn the water on to hot and you won't freeze while you're eating the ice cream. So.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know that from personal experience or anything, would I? No.
Just go full Kramer and make a salad in your bathtub while bathing.
Hey, why not? Yeah.
Where'd the croutons go? Don't ask.
It's flavored me. Let's see what is our other news. Let's see. Disney Star Wars officially renames Boba Fett's Slave 1 to the Fire Spray, which is we didn't see that coming, did we? We didn't see that coming, did we?
No.
We did, because didn't they change it on the Lego set or something?
Yeah.
First?
They did. But my understanding was it's a Fire Spray class ship.
Yeah. I used to play the X-Wing models game a bit, and it's a Fire Spray class.
Okay.
It just seems a bit lame.
It does. It does. And look at that, Ash. I'm not the only one who says good things about you. Look at that. Look at Dad Man right there.
Getting how much I had to pay them. You have no idea.
I mean, basically all droids are slaves, right?
Yeah.
And they keep that in the films. Then they change something that's not even a sentient being called slave.
Yeah. I mean, they even made a point of saying that, they can wipe droids' memories and stuff, too. So it's like,
Hmm.
I want to say good news, though, because I think there's been a lot we don't really talk about, is I have high hopes, and I don't say this much about our properties, for that remake of Dead Space from 2008.
I hope it's good, too. It worries me whenever they say they've changed it for modern audiences, because that always makes me go, can you clarify, please?
Oh, instead of that being necromorphs, they'll be Karen morphs or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Chad morphs.
Oh, God.
Okay, but there is some positive things to talk about. Definitely, okay. Moon Knight coming out with Oscar Isaac. That looks like that's going to be great. I think. I hope. Magic word there. I said the word hope.
I can't give up hope, Lancelot. That's all I have.
So, I really do hope that is good though, because I have a friend who is a very big Moon Knight fan, and I know he's very, very much looking forward to this. As am I, but not as much as him.
That new anime Star Wars project doesn't look too bad.
Visions, yes, it does look good.
I am so hyped for that. That looks amazing. Let's go.
You're
It
gonna
looks like
hate
they
my-
just kind of they left them alone to do their own thing. I think this is what may make it work.
Then don't watch the Sith Whacker infomercial I made of.
Hey, Tim Possible, it's great to see you out there, man. You said hi to everybody but me, man. What's up?
Well, you go without saying.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Wizard Jim. I would love to see that Warren Ellis version of Moon Knight. That was a
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
No, that ain't gonna happen. But it would. I mean, that was a great arc, though. That was a great one. Brightest Day MK action looks like it'll be good. Did someone did some breakdowns of the released footage a while back? Yeah, there you go. I need to go back and check that out. And thank you very much, Tim. Yes, we're getting there, man. We're almost halfway there. If you guys out there in the audience know like 5 people who haven't subbed to me yet, encourage them to, help me get to 300.
Threaten them,
250,
maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know.
Log on to their computer while they're not there and subscribe. Those sorts of things. It's all good.
That that anime Star Wars adaptation does look pretty cool. But I gotta tell you, my Japanese is good enough that I have already detected that they have not translated everything as they should.
Oh dear! In what
dear.
way? What have you picked up?
Well, okay, in the opening thing where they talk about the thing that they're entrusted with, which is a lightsaber, the guy does say the word katana. So the guy indicates that it is a sword. He knows it's a sword. It's not a mysterious thing. So that is something that is deliberately obscured in the translation.
Are they handling the translations within Disney itself, or the actual studios doing the private projects are still handling because of how things have been going with Western translations?
Yeah. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I haven't researched into it enough. I do know that there are, Japanese studios that are taking steps to make their own stuff in-house, though. Like Kadokawa Publishing has decided not only are they going to be doing simultaneous America and Japan releases for their manga that's coming up, but they are also doing all translations for their English manga in-house starting in October. Because they got sick of going through the usual American channels and having them mess up all the dialogue, and I don't blame them. Speaking for my own favorite manga, Fist of the North Star, Viz right now is currently handling the reprinting of Fist of the North Star, and already I have noticed there were changes between the very, very first run of Fist of the North Star in Viz many years ago to now. And I have also noticed that there is another adaptation of Fist of the North Star available on Kindle, which is also different from the Viz manga. So it's kind of, that has me a little bit worried. I'm kind of like, okay, now I have 3 different translations of the same manga. Which one is the most accurate?
I don't know.
I don't either. That's the problem. Either I need to bone up on my written Japanese so I can translate it personally, or
Is that because just things are getting lost in translation, or is it like a Funimation thing where they just let the translators put their own little snips of ideas here and there?
Originally, a lot of the localization, and this is especially for the dubbed material, was in order to make it accessible to American audiences who might not understand or might not get the Japanese nuances or the Japanese jokes and things.
Yeah.
However, they've been finding out here lately, like they're literally changing entire phrases to mean other things. And I particularly want to point out the Baki series that is on Netflix right now. There's a scene between Baki and one of the other characters, and Baki's girlfriend Kozu is in there, and she's complaining about being left out of decisions and things like that, or being ignored, etc., etc. Well, if you read the Japanese with the subtitles, it's more accurate, because when you listen to the dubbed version, she literally goes into a rant about the patriarchy and men dominating everything, and I'm kind of like, that is not what she is saying.
Oh boy.
I'm waiting for the day Pokemon starts doing that. Oh my god. You imagine Pikachu and you say, Pikachu. It's like, the patriarchy must die. What the hell's happening here? Pikachu. Raichu at this point.
Oh, and there's a question for you, Grim.
Nearly 2/3 of the way there. But yeah, things tend to die down in the middle of crowdfunding and then pick up again at the end. So we'll see. I'm still doing interviews and things to boost it. So we'll see.
And in fact, we have an interview coming up ourselves. So that will be something to look forward to.
You're doing tabletop, correct?
Yes.
Is it like normal on the tabletop, or the outsourced tabletop I know you for?
Don't quite know what you mean.
No, I'm sorry. I was just like, so it's like a normal art, like tabletop game, right?
Yeah, it's a setting book for multiple systems about a city in early modern Europe overrun by the dead.
If you're into like that, I know Bruce Lombardo is an RPG guy. There's also got Ordsborg, who also is like works with like Omni Lucent and stuff. There's stuff like even because you're writing your own stories and you have to write your own dungeon master book. I'm guessing. I'm not very familiar with RPG, right? You have to write your own book with missions and stuff, right? So would that be considered as like, would that fall under CG, and seeing if anyone out there would interview you, or like have you got?
It might not. There's some crossover. I mean, anyone who's interested, I'll try and make time to talk to them.
I'm sorry for that. No, I don't know. I'm Pikachu. I don't know what's going on, so I'm sorry. But yeah, there's got to be ways in anything, like as long as you're not using Kickstarter, because that one person is just blocking everybody.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, I always use Indiegogo rather than Kickstarter. It used to be because Indiegogo accepted PayPal and Kickstarter didn't. Now Indiegogo don't accept it either, but they don't censor things as much as Kickstarter does. They don't interfere as much. So that's why I've tended to stick with Indiegogo.
The sad thing is I really like Kickstarter. I've Kickstarted a lot of stuff. I'm a super backer, and I've generally been happy with everything I've gotten through Kickstarter. And I like their payment processes. So this kind of pisses me off, because it's kind of like, okay, I've been supporting Kickstarter only for them to not support me by not carrying and holding the products that I want.
Yeah. But yeah, censorship is a pretty hard line ethically for me, so I just can't go along with it.
I might know someone. That's actually true, except for the Crisco and Cupcakes part. But I might know someone that is a lover of like those types of games and has a successful thing, and maybe they would like just to talk to you, like, because that's great.
That would be cool, though I do have this unnecessarily bad reputation. But
I know you do, but like at the same time, you can't have a reputation haunt you forever, especially when it's a project that has promise, right? And I know that's the biggest hurdle, man.
But yeah, if you want to make any introductions, I'm up for it.
Well, I'm known for introductions, supposedly. Like Weight Watchers are here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take it off course either, man. But like, I think everyone's project deserves the day in the light.
No, absolutely.
That's the way it works.
Okay, yeah. I just got a word from Gary. He says that he's on the road right now and he's not going to be available today. So I was like, okay, well,
fair enough.
I that's fair enough. Yeah, I understand why. So it's like, it's all good, Gary. It's all good. We'll just, dog you about it next week. Oh, and Purple Valkyrie, although she's not in the chat, she did send me congratulations via Twitter. So thank you very much, Purple Valkyrie. I appreciate it. And I look forward to getting you back on the show again. Also, just have to find a good excuse other than just, I want to hear you talk.
There was some positive news. Arnie actually lost one of his sponsors because of his latest comments.
Why is that positive? That's not positive.
Well, because he shit on freedom.
That's political. No.
I wasn't being like that. I say he lost his sponsor. I wasn't trying to go political. My bad. I was just trying to say there's no. I didn't mean like that. I just meant like there's always going to be a recourse for your actions.
There is.
That's it. I didn't mean to be like that. I'm sorry. My mouth flipped again.
It's
Don't make me fact check you.
Yeah. Did you say fact check or fat check?
Both.
Oh, baby.
You gonna get in there with a Slim Jim and like get you like all over?
If a Slim Jim exists, does that imply the presence of a Fat Jim?
It does. We don't have Slim Jims over here. The closest thing is it's a meat stick thing, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the closest thing we have is pepperami, and they do have a chunky pepperami called a Fat Boy. So,
Ash, can you confirm?
I have no idea what a Slim Jim is, but I didn't know they did like a chunky version of pepperami. I've only ever had
might be Wide Boy.
The green packets.
Yeah. I like the red ones.
I'll have to try those.
They have like the bags here, the mini ones, but they're honey garlic ones, and they're so good.
Speaking of which, I am about to kind of enhance my palate by ordering a box of Walker's Prawn Cocktail crisps.
Oh, you are in for a treat. They are so good.
I've heard they are. I just thought it was interesting. It's like, prawn cocktail? I've never seen that over here. Sounds interesting.
Really nice.
It's a shame they don't still make hedgehog and traffic warden flavor.
Traffic warden flavor? What?
Yeah, they. I can't remember which company it was, but they did that as a silly promotional thing for a while, many years ago, where they just made up stupid, crazy flavors and put them out.
Oh God, they do that over here too, except they just call it mystery flavors.
Is it true that there's a rumor they're trying to make Superman gay now?
Oh, it's his son. Yeah.
Superboy, yeah, and Robin.
Jonathan Kent. So yeah, and he's gonna take over for Clark, and so he's Superman now, and so dude, he's gonna be gay along with Tim, so. Which
Boy of Steel and Twink of Kleenex. Well, that was that story where who was it? He wrote a story just basically exploring the physics of Superman and Lois Lane and how it wouldn't work because the Superman's ejaculate would just blow it.
Yeah, I've read that book at the library, so yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I actually did read that book. Is it?
I read it in a porn magazine years ago.
No, they actually had it at the library. I was like, "Hey, what's this?"
Larry Niven. Yeah, Man of Steel, Woman of Kleenex. Yeah.
Yes, Man of Steel, Woman of Tissue Paper. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Plus, they also tried to put kryptonite into the whole equation. It's like, well, you could use kryptonite to kind of soften everything. The only problem is you'd kill him in the process. So it would keep everything soft. So,
kryptonite cock ring.
Yeah, kryptonite. Superman would go through Lois like a wax dart. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Well,
I do have some good news that is a good rumor.
Oh, cool.
It's video game related.
I like video game related.
Okay, so there is an extreme rumor because they're coming out with a new edition of Skyrim again.
Oh, the anniversary edition. Yeah,
Yes.
they
Whoa,
did
no.
it again.
The next rumor that came after that is the reason why they're doing this and the reason why they were putting all the Fallout 3 and stuff together in, was it the other games, was I don't know what I don't know what Fallout 3 and New Vegas did to them in a past life or some shit or really, but they've been really hesitant to put those out.
Yup.
But it's been hyping up a lot lately. We're like, okay, we've gotten 3 or 4 versions of Skyrim, and I bought every one. I'm guilty on that.
Yep.
Me too.
I gotta admit it. But I heard a distinct rumor from somebody that I know that I actually do trust. They're gonna do Fallout 3 in New Vegas.
Well, that'd be cool.
And they said they're gonna have it's gonna be like Skyrim Special Edition, and yeah, but it's gonna be a 2-pack.
That'd be
So
sweet.
it's gonna be 3 in Vegas together. So
I've been wanting to replay those aneway.
oh yeah, and I've been wanting
Yeah.
to. I have them and I can still play them on my Xbox, but I would love to have mods on my Xbox for them. So
But they'll probably make it Xbox exclusive if they do.
no.
Wait, but
Well,
does
those
Xbox
PCs.
does Xbox own Obsidian? Because didn't Obsidian make?
Yeah, they Xbox owns everything Bethesda and their ZeniMax owned. So
Yeah.
they owned
ZeniMax
everything.
suck it.
So here's my thing, and I this is what I was thinking about. What would make the best sense for them right now is because not a lot of people have the Xboxes. You were lucky if you got an Xbox or a PS5. Like, you were extremely lucky. I'm thinking that they're gonna come out with it on the one I have that everybody has, and then they're gonna do, and then they already have the upgrade for the new Xbox, and they're just gonna give it to you for free.
Could
So-
be. Could be they could put it on Game Pass for PS or something.
Yeah, I and there's so many options, but I was just like, I've been waiting for these two to come out, but I have them on my 360.
Usually for PC, what they do with like special editions or remasters is if you have the original version of the game, they'll give you like the remastered version for free on PC. They did the same thing for the BioShock collection, special edition for original Skyrim, and a bunch of other titles. So for PC, that might be the same case.
Yeah, because Microsoft's been doing that with a lot of the games. When you upgrade to the new Xbox, they're like, you get all the remastered versions and everything for free because you already own them. So
yeah.
Speaking of the PS5, Sony's just managed to snag several million more chips, which was part of the problem.
Yeah.
So now there's just shipping to worry about.
Yeah. No, it's the scalpers you got to worry about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
But are those chips for the original design or the revised design of the
I
entire?
do not know.
Because
I
there's
don't
a
know.
revised design that they came out
Yeah.
with.
Yes.
They still haven't fixed that stupid issue where the
Well, the thing, the
what-
CMOS battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they have to reconfigure certain
Yeah, I know.
integral parts of the console. So that would probably be to probably redo that. It'd probably be like a mid-gen upgrade.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're going to do a mid-gen because Xbox always does a mid-gen, smaller version of whatever they have.
Mm-hmm.
So
PS.
Yeah. So
now
New Vegas is one of my favorite games ever. Like,
oh yeah.
so,
I do have a friend who actually did get an Xbox and a PS5, and he has told me that the PS5 is the biggest disappointment he ever invested in because so far there's nothing for it.
What?
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said he's gotten more use out of his Xbox. So
Wait, so what you're saying is pretty much having a Blu-ray and a DVD HD, but you're better off with the Blu-ray.
Well, I don't know what I'm saying necessarily, except for the fact that he said he's been getting more use out of his Xbox than his PS5.
Okay.
Just the games aren't there yet.
He's
Well,
clearly an
Steven,
ex-bro and not to be trusted.
well, I not to be mean, but I've heard that from a lot of people that actually got both of them, and they said they've been playing their Xbox more. So
They have Game Pass, right? And a lot of the new
Yeah.
releases come on Game Pass, and Game Pass is what's killing it. Like, look at PlayStation, especially with PlayStation Plus. Every month you get 2 or 3 games if you're lucky. 4 for PS5 that they're throwing in there. And they're going back through the titles they have in their goddamn PS Now library. And you're not getting any value for it. Like, yeah, sure, we got Remake and other things once in a while, but it's not enough for replayability for a whole month for people that are playing, however, like the 3 months, the month to month, the year program. And then on top of that, they have a console with not enough content.
Okay, well, here's my take, because I have both the PS5 and the Series X, and for me personally, I think this might just be because my whole gaming history is on PlayStation. I have a very matured PlayStation account with hundreds of titles of PS Plus for a good number of years, and I have a huge catalog of games on my account. I've got a lot of achievements on my account and stuff like that, and at the moment I'm playing more on my PS5 than my Series X. I have Game Pass Ultimate, and every now and then I'll hop over to Xbox and play games I bought the Xbox for, things like Gears of War, Forza, Halo, and stuff like that. Sea of Thieves. But I'm using my PS5 more. On paper, the specs, the Series X is technically more powerful than PS5, but they're both very capable machines. But I'm not sure whether what people's history is with Xbox or people's history is with PlayStation, or because there are games out there for the PS5 that actually are very good. Take Demon Souls, take the new Ratchet and Clank, for example. There's
Returner.
Returnal, yeah.
Returnal, yeah.
Yes, and one or two other titles, and it's. I think because we're like early in the cycle, and because of the global situation, things are stagnated. But as things sort of pick up, as development sort of gets going again, we're going to start to see more titles. I mean, for PlayStation alone, we've got God of War and the next Horizon Zero Dawn on the way. Horizon Forbidden West. Yes, they're postponed, but they're big titles. For Xbox, we've got the new Halo on the way. We've got new Forza on the way. So
Elder Scrolls 6 on the way whenever they decide to announce it.
Yeah, then
and Starfield, both of which will be Xbox exclusive. Yes,
we're gonna have Starfield first, though. I think.
Yeah, again, which will be Xbox exclusive. But also Game Pass. So you because it's on Game Pass, you'll get Game Pass Ultimate. You won't even need both consoles. With Ultimate, you get Project X Cloud. You can play on your mobile phone. So the Xbox ecosystem is very built. So that's why I can see people gravitate towards Xbox more than PlayStation, because the PlayStation ecosystem isn't as matured to the level of Xbox. But there's still solid titles on PlayStation, so it's really preference for me personally at the end of the day.
I can actually agree with that. I think it also depends on the history with the game. Like I just said, the game history, the achievements at the same time. And it also comes down to what the player is looking for from the machine itself, not just as the game library, but as well as the hardware behind the streaming, the cloud service, and other things that are added towards it. So each player is different, each owner is different, and it all depends what you're trying to use that system for. So that's actually quite a brilliant observation, because it's no longer the fight of the console wars, it's the buyer's preference.
Yeah, and even PlayStation is becoming more open to crossplay. Yes, when crossplay first happened with games like Fortnite and Rocket League and Minecraft, PlayStation was like, no, not so much as Minecraft, but definitely Fortnite and Rocket League to start with. They were like, oh no, it's, and then Xbox teamed up with Nintendo and PC, and they got crossplay working straight away, and the capability was there for PlayStation, but PlayStation wanted to monopolize and say, oh, come to our console, or play on our console, play within our ecosystem. But they've become they've seen the market is moving towards crossplay and cooperating, And
Yeah,
they've sort
Ash,
of
they
opened the doors.
literally got pushed in it. They didn't want to do it. They
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
got
they
pushed
want to
into
do
it.
it. Yeah, and it's going. And also, another thing very recently is Sony purchased Crunchyroll, so one of the big sort of anime giants.
Yeah, that's not good.
So, and there's also rumors going around that that PlayStation might bring out a premium PS Plus service with a Crunchyroll subscription built into it.
Wow.
Yeah, instead of games, and they say, "Oh, Xbox doesn't have
Well,
games."
that's like a premium PS Plus service. So with PS Plus, you'd be getting your free games every month, as well as as well as your subscription to Crunchyroll.
Well, speaking for myself and my own gaming, since I'm still pretty much PC master race.
Oh my God! Really? Come on! What is it? 2005? What is this?
Yep. Anyway, I am going to be doing Diablo 2 pretty extensively. I mean, I already pre-ordered it. I've been playing the beta. I'm also going to be doing Back for Blood pretty extensively. But interesting that you would bring up Skyrim, because just the other day, I literally thought, I wonder if people would enjoy it if I started streaming another Skyrim playthrough. I mean, I thought, oh no, the game's too old. Nobody's going to want to watch another person stream Skyrim. But, I don't know. It might be fun. I mean, you could hear me curse and hear me, mess things up a lot. Assuming I've got my fucking microphone turned on this time, because I had it turned off completely for Zomboid.
Everybody that plays Skyrim goes, "Hey, I'm going to do another playthrough. I'm going to go a different route." They always go back to what they're comfortable with. If you're comfortable with the bow, you go back to the bow. If you're comfortable with the axes or you go, "I'm going to do this." But then later, midway down the game, you're like, "Screw this." And I'm like,
That's what I always tell myself too, is like, I'm
I
going to go.
I know what I like, and it's sneaking around shooting people in the back of the head.
Hitman.
Yeah, with the bow and arrow, man.
Or the
sniping with the arrow.
Well, I did just buy all the crossbow mods from the community service. So, yeah, I am looking forward to showcasing all those. And hello, Archer Jacob Barton. It is so nice to see you. You're actually on the channel this time, not just coming in and commenting from behind me, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you for showing up. Squeaka just got a super gaming PC. Well, how come we're not playing together, Squeaka? Huh? How come we're not playing together? What is this? What? You're PC girl, too? Come on, let's play. Lord Scott says Skyrim, huh? Yep, Skyrim. Let's see what else I got here. Zach says, "What depends on what platform their friends use, which is often decided by what they own last." Yeah, no kidding, Fat Steven. What about that?
Well, no, that is another one. That's why I focus a lot on cross-platform, cross-play games, because otherwise, the Fortnite stuff wouldn't happen, and the Call of Duty stuff we're now doing wouldn't happen. Like, that's the big key, especially if you're a game streamer. I'm not trying to what I do. You need to have that availability, because no one likes sitting on the sidelines all the time.
I know, I want to get you to do some more crossplay stuff, because we still got to play a Streets of Rage 4 game now that all the new DLC has come out, because it's so much better.
I know, but Fire Team is coming out in 3 days or so, and then there's the Battlefield beta. I gotta prep for.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I don't know if it's cross-platform for the Battlefield, and then we got we got Vanguard coming, and that's an iffy for me. But the thing with the Vanguard with the Warzone is that they're continuing the Treyarch zombie lines within the Sledgehammer 1. So they're doing something smart, and they're leaving the zombies through the different modes. And honestly, the open world zombies they have right now for Cold War, doing the open world maps the size of Warzone, doing killing them, doing objectives and going through, and Easter eggs and boss battles, it is something that they've nailed a niche with. And that's why they give Treyarch a lot of points.
Oh, I know it. I want to play that. I've seen you do it. But hey, what? The faster I get monetized, the faster I can maybe get a console and start playing with you. So
I've been eyeing
me with getting a computer.
I've been eyeing a PS5, but I'm also holding back because I'd rather just buy someone else's used Pro updated with an SSD and just have a backup, because
that wouldn't be bad.
It wouldn't be bad, but I have my computer, but I want to blow out the graphics card playing gaming all the time. So I'm limited on what I can afford, how the world is, and it's just that it's not a need; it's a want at this point. So Fortnite might might trash talk a lot, but it's the same time. It's like I've seen a lot of people downloading the game because they're seeing the fun, and Fortnite is better with friends, and you can see the progression. How it's a lot of people are having fun with it. It's just you want that a couple hours just to de-stress, whether it's Fortnite or Skyrim or Streets of Rage or Minecraft with Ash. It's like it's all that little bit we have left of escapism. Even with you, Grim, with the tabletop games, it's not like with a console and a controller, but your hands are the console and the controller because you have to think how you want your character, what you want your roles, how you're going to do each mission, and you're then tactically applying yourself. Everything like that with gaming is the only escapism left that creates creativity.
Well, the problem is that all of our forms of escapism are slowly being encroached upon by, the folks that the woke folks.
That's something I've found interesting about this latest round of the console wars. Who could have predicted that Nintendo, that used to be all about being child safe and friendly, that's now the least censored console, the Switch, right? And who could have predicted that Sony, who launched the PS1 in nightclubs and were all the edgy advertising and all that, who could have predicted that they would take the Square out of Square Enix so seriously?
And be the most censored console too.
Yeah,
so.
Though apparently there's been some pushback by some Japanese developers now.
Oh yes.
Well,
there's a game called Arise
go ahead.
that was going to be censored, and they're not going to censor it anymore.
Well, look at that. They tried to attack Genshin Impact, for God's sakes, because they said, the characters are too... I'm like, it's an open world free RPG. There have costumes. It doesn't mean anything else than open world RPG where someone could enjoy a waifu, if that's what you want to call it, and just lose a couple hours. And the game is beautiful. Upon play, like I even tried that. When you play it and you get in there, you get through like a little tutorial. The whole world's there for you to explore. You don't have to go on a linear mission at all. Everything's open.
I have to admit, my last playthrough of Cyberpunk, I did kind of make a waifu. So
I made a waifu. Yeah, I made a waifu in Cyberpunk too.
It's Cyberpunk with a very in-depth customization features, and there's a certain level of culturedness, shall we say, to that game. So it's very easy to make waifus.
I should actually start streaming that again, a brand new playthrough. They finally released another patch, and they really seem to have all the bugs cleaned out of that game. So it might actually be safe to do so. Yeah, they've dropped a few things. They've nerfed a few things too, unfortunately. The old sell the map exploit has been fixed, unfortunately, but I'm curious to see how many of the other things got fixed.
Do you know what bug that they keep missing every single time?
What's that?
It's when you go to pick the guns up and you can't pick them up.
Oh, because they're stuck in the terrain.
They're stuck in the terrain. They missed. I don't know. They've gone through how many patches, T-shirt?
They're up to 1.3 now.
Yeah, so they've gone through 3 patches and they haven't fixed that in 3 patches.
Sometimes if you go away far enough and come back, they sort of re-jump.
Yeah, I've done that too. But
the trouble is that same thing sometimes causes vehicles to fly into the air and explode.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe they fixed that. I don't know.
No, I was playing on it the other night, and they didn't. Some of the things are fixed, but they didn't broke some things again. So
that's normal, though.
Yeah,
that's normal. Yeah. It's like you change a little bit of code here, and it just fucks up another piece of code somewhere down the line. That's what bug fixing is all about.
There was a rumor that came out, and I was reading this. I just came from several people that I do trust. That they want to come out how No Man's Sky did their own. They came out and redid No Man's Sky. That Cyberpunk wants to do that, but
like a bunch of free updates and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they're gonna totally. But I'm like, can you guys do that actually? Like, I can understand.
They won't be able to do that for one.
No, I can understand how they did it on No Man's Sky because they took the time. You guys rushed through everything.
Wow.
And it's not an open-ended game.
Yeah.
Wizard Jim, you said, can you still wall hack and melt the brains of every enemy on the map with orange tears? No. They did fix that. You cannot can't hack through walls anymore. So you have to have line of sight. So that has gotten fixed.
Yeah, the wall hack was pretty fun when you could screw with people, but yeah, they did fix that. So
Yeah.
Like,
So
speaking of Skyrim, the opening part of that where you're in the wagon, they had loads of trouble with that because the wagon kept running into a bee and being hurtled into the sky.
Yeah, like one playthrough when I started, I was going. He's like talking. Well, I see you here, and then all of a sudden the wagon and my guy went, and I was like, "What the?"
that is the one thing in that game I wish you could skip is that opening. But
Well,
Plus with that
there's an actual mod that's on PC and Xbox that you can actually start from wherever you want to.
Oh, the alternate starts mod. Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't used that
There
yet.
is one, so you can skip that if you want to.
yeah, they have one for Fallout 4 that I use pretty extensively because I like
Yeah.
Fallout 4.
Yeah,
although,
I have that for Fallout 4 too. So
I got to admit, story wise, New Vegas and Fallout 3 are way more fun than Fallout 4.
yeah, we just
'cause-
don't have.
Yeah, because Fallout 3, for me, whoever was writing the stories and stuff like that really seemed like they were having fun with that game. 'Cause
Yes.
there's so much fun content that's just goofy fun. And then, of course, New Vegas, monster great plot, monster great endings, so many different choices you could make. Just kind of some bad implementation, but some good weapon customization and ammo customization.
Yeah.
And then they got Fallout 4, which is kind of like, we're kind of not going to do any of that very well. But here's the power armor that is so awesome, you'll love it. So
Yeah, but it's everywhere.
yeah.
Well, I did like the settlement building.
Yeah.
I-
Oh, I
I
did like
did.
the settlement building too. Yeah.
I love
so.
the settlement building until you have to keep defending it every 5 minutes.
Oh, that's the reason why you set all these stations up and to take them out. Like so.
Well, that's the thing. Whenever I build a settlement, it's got like so many turrets and rocket launchers and everything else on it. It's like literally nothing, even remotely enemy, could come within half a mile of it without getting vaporized. And then Preston is still up my ass all the time. Hey, you need to come.
Preston's
you need to
up
come save me.
everybody's ass all the time.
You need to come save this place. We're going to get attacked. So
Yeah.
typically, what I do for Fallout 4 playthrough now is I just avoid Concord entirely until the end of the game.
Yeah.
Then I come back to the very end of the game, and then I go rescue them. And by then, I already have my settlement and everything already built up the way I want it.
Yeah, Squeak is right. You can make it self-sufficient. I've done that too.
The one thing about the settlement stuff is if you want to go for 100% achievements, there's one achievement where you have to get 100% happiness on your a settlement, and that is a bitch and a half.
Yes, it
I
is.
still
It's a
haven't done
bitch.
it. I still haven't done it. I want to go back and try and do it, but there's like so many different variables to consider and different things here and there, and you got to make sure everything is just okay in terms of food, water, bed, and defenses. It's so annoying.
I took a picture and showed Ash, was it about a month ago, of how much time I spent on Fallout 4.
Yeah,
wasn't it like 1,000 something hours?
Something like that.
Yeah,
What the hell, man?
yeah. At one point, that was one of the only games I had. So I just and I had old copies of Skyrim, but I was like, it didn't have any of the mods in it. It was just not the special edition. And I'd gone through Skyrim I don't know how many times, but when the mods came out on Fallout 4, I was like, okay, I'm going to go through it without mods the first time, go play the storyline, then afterwards go in there and just go buck wild crazy, get snipers, go big titty chicks, just everything.
And hey,
I
Wake
went
Down, how are you
nuts.
doing, man? How are you doing? You don't have time to replay it again? No, you always have time to go back and replay Fallout 4.
That's where I'm going in, and I'm really contemplating going back through Alien Isolation.
Ooh,
dude.
well, I'll watch, but that's
I
a
would
game I
watch
won't
that,
pick up.
Steven. Yeah.
I love that game.
Anyway, we're already
T-shirt,
almost half an hour out. What?
Can I say something? Wake Down has a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
He's trying to get out to our side of the country on a moped. So,
Okay.
the
Wake Down,
link is
Yeah,
The
if you want
link
to
is
post
on-
up the link.
Yeah, the link's on my Twitter. Let me get it and I'll put it in the chat for you.
Yeah, do it.
Just a second.
Do it. And Squeako wants to replay New Vegas. Yeah, I need to do that too.
Yeah.
I
Same
bet
here.
I bet people would watch me replay some of this stuff, especially because if I give it my usual witty dialogue, you know.
Yeah.
Although
The mic critic?
it would be hilarious to see Grim play through it. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see. I would pay money to see Grim do a Fallout playthrough or a Skyrim playthrough because I know it would be hilarious with commentary.
Yeah.
You know it
Okay.
would.
I don't stream games so much anymore. So
I know, but it would still be fun. But
Okay, there's the link right there because I'm not. This is on my phone. I would have to change to my tablet. You know, I had to go back and forth between my tablet and stuff. So.
I know.
So if somebody else can put that in there for me, please.
Just done.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's the. He's gonna. It was an emergency move. He
Mhm.
got kicked, and he's gonna have to come all the way from one side of the country to the other on a moped. So. Yeah, it's gonna be
we're
a fun
raising
ride.
money to upgrade to a tuk-tuk.
Yes. So if you guys have like anybody that sees this, if anybody has any, and also I don't have purples, but if somebody can put purples in there too. So
Yes, I can. I need to go back and edit the all the description and stuff for for this channel for this episode. But I will do that at some point today or tomorrow, guys. So check back on the description on the channel. We'll have links to all of the various charitable contributions as well as Grimm's Indiegogo. We do like to support all of our friends and our creators and all of our content folks out there. Also, there is a brand new GoFundMe I have just put up, and I'll put up the links here in a little bit. This is to get the liposuction for Fat Steven.
Actually, it goes towards Elgato, so you can see less of me in HD.
You mean like how it is now?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well,
I'm sorry,
like I
was you talking?
we're already like half an hour past, but I hated to shut everything down because this is like the most lively conversation we've had in a while. So
Because you're having fun with
Oh,
friends.
can I
Every
say-
stream
yes.
a celebration T-shirt. That's
Yes.
your formula. It's right there.
Yeah.
there you go. Well, okay. Well, maybe we should treat every Saturday like a celebration.
I was just about to say that.
Yes. But
Oh,
next week,
hey, can I say CM Punk came back last night, dude? Like, so-
Jed, next week you wear the tassels.
Excuse me? What the fuck? No one's wearing my fucking tassels. No one's wearing my fucking tassels. I got my own fucking tassels.
I thought that Steven was the one that wore the
I
tassels.
told you I got my tassels of bravery and
Tassels of
and
bravery.
my weave of inclusivity.
We have inclusivity. Yes.
There's a D&D item if ever I heard of one.
Oh, dude, you can have it.
Oh.
This credits Fat Steven, the Fat Steven weave of
Yeah,
inclusivity.
yeah. We can come up with that if we post that Grim up on Twitter. We're gonna get mobbed so hard. They're
And the
gonna be
dreaded
all
whip
over
of,
us.
I relish their hate.
There you go.
The dread whip of hypocrisy.
The dread whip of hypocrisy. Oh yeah.
Because you can spell
All right.
dread the same way as it is like hair dreads. You know, it works both
There you
ways.
go. Well, I'm gonna
Oh,
let
I got-
everybody.
I
plug
got
their
blocked by
channels.
Dan Slott the other day, so
I've
that's
been
you know,
playing for a year.
Mm. yeah.
Like, man, I love this
I
shit.
must have finally he had enough of me. So
Okay, Jed. Well, talk about being blocked by Dan Slott and plug your
Yeah.
channel.
well, I'm Jeff from Pop Culture Archivist, and Ash is part of this. Pablo, yeah, way down. Basically everybody that's here comes over on the channel.
True.
I've been
I need
trying to get
start
Grim
showing
up
up
there.
more often.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I know you have things to do. So yeah. And funny enough, this tomorrow, it's gonna be video game discussion and Jackbox TV. So all our people in YouTube can come and play with us.
Nice.
So-
Nice.
so,
and
yeah.
and with that, I will put up Esh because he's the other half of that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So on Tuesdays, I'll start through the week. On Tuesdays, I am now the official podcast co-host of AGP that Amanda Gillen presents over on Twitch.
Nice.
So that's on Tuesdays. Thursdays is the Global Geek Gang on Clobbering Times. Friday is Minecraft on Explore the Multiverse channel. Saturdays is here on T-Shirt Historian channel. And Sundays, the big one of the week, Pop Culture Archivist, our regular Sunday show. We all get together and do cool shit. And there'll be like my streams here and there. Mostly I'll try to do them on Mondays, but they're very scarce at the moment. And I'll be on channels here, there, and everywhere, either playing Fortnite with Fat Steven or on other channels with Jed and Mark D with C.
Yeah. Or
so
I'm
about here, there, and everywhere, all over. And also,
me and Ash do the same thing. Sometimes you see us popping up in the same place, or
Pop
I'm
Culture
like,
Minefields, TGIF on Fridays, and also I will be playing for the first time my first ever tabletop role-playing game session with T-Shirt and Historian and Grim at some point. So I've never played D&D. I've never played TTRPG. So it'll be my first time.
What
on the
version
stream.
are you guys gonna play?
I believe we're going to be playing Morkborg for Grim, and we're going to be playing Godbound for me. And there's still room to get into those out there in the chat. So just give me a holler on Twitter. Give Grim a holler on Twitter. Let us know you want to play. I think we still have a little bit of room. So I know Squeak a Mouse will be with us. And Ash. So
Just got to nail down a date, which is difficult because I've got random interviews all over the place.
Yeah,
I haven't played D&D in years, man.
All right, Fat Steve, you want to plug your channel and various appearances?
I'm on YouTube. You know me doing gaming, lunch table. We've got this buttered Babylon 5 Mondays. I'll be doing Cold War in just a little bit. Probably Mongo and Jester will be joining us. TGF Fridays, I co-produce there. I produce over at Lunch Table. I produce my own show, and on YouTube, I'm everywhere. I'm busy. I'm always busy.
Yeah,
you are. I figured it was going to take like a half an hour for you to announce all of your guesting.
No, I
Are
can't.
you shocked me and Steven didn't do the whole line?
And we have Mr. Grimm. And Grimm, before we get you going, I believe Lord Thoth, I believe that is his way of inviting himself to the game.
Okay.
I think.
Well, maximum 6 players. So
we're still good on that. And I believe Wizard Jim would also. Wizard Jim, you need to contact Grim or I through Twitter so we can get your details and get it set up. So same for you, Thoth.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hello, I'm low resolution Rob Zombie. You can find me. You can find me on YouTube at Postmortem Video. You can find me on Twitter at Grimasaur, SAUR. My website where I sell stuff is post-mort.com. And that's got links to just about everything else, I think. And I'm currently doing an Indiegogo for a setting book for a variety of different tabletop games, which you saw an advert for earlier. And you can find it Indiegogo as Whitechester Prison City of the Damned.
Awesome. All right. And I am your T-shirted historian who is well on the way to getting to 250 and hopefully more subs past that, because I would definitely like to get 1,000 subs sometime. I was doing Dungeons and Discussions on Tuesdays with Grim. However, our season for that has ended. So we will do pop-up discussions every once in a while here and there. But for the most part, the seasonal content has ended. However, you can go back and catch it because it's all archived up on my channel. I do various game playthroughs here or there. I try not to make them boring, or at least try to pick games that are halfway kind of interesting. So I do apologize if some of that content is kind of dull. I mean, sorry. I like all kinds of games. Sorry. Yeah. But otherwise, you can catch me on Saturdays on this show right here, The Week in Geek. I do try to get into TGIF. I do the Blade Runner discussions, which usually follows this show, but not this week. And on occasion, you can catch me on Fat Steven's Buttered on Wednesdays. And definitely, I play Fortnite with him. So
Twice.
Here I am. What? Did you say twice?
Yeah.
I said more than twice.
Sorry, 3 times. My bad. I lost count.
3 times, maybe 4.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. It has been my pleasure for y'all to be here today and for you in the audience to join us. Thank y'all very much for helping me celebrate passing that 200 sub mark. And hopefully we'll be doing the 300 sub mark before too long. Until then, y'all take care of yourselves. Have a great night and have a great weekend.
Inside this searching for you. I'm still searching for you. From dirt to the sky, I'm still searching for you.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to hit the end.
Boomer.